with two great ladies. They're absolutely wonderful. Of course, one of them is my co-host, and the other one is Dawn. And we're going to find out a little bit about what Dawn does in Las Vegas. It's quite exciting, but it's also part of Vegas, and it's part of what goes on here. And we're going to get into depth a little bit what it is and why it is. We're actually down at the Peppermill, and we're on Ninon Live. How about Vegas Live with Ninon?
Vegas Live with Ninon is a really good show. I hear.
That's another show. I don't know what show we're on.
That's After Dark.
After Dark. All right. Well, hey, so Dawn just opened up After Dark.
You're
kind of After Dark.
I like it After Dark.
You like it? So tell me a little bit about what you have done and where you're going now. You sort of were very much into Vegas.
Yes, well, my life has been very exciting lately. I'm very thrilled.
Good. Is that because you changed it?
Yes, and a lot of that came from you, might I say.
An inspiration.
She's very inspiring. A lot of that came with you, the foundation, when we met. Do you remember?
I don't remember when we met, and everybody says, "Ninon, you met Dawn." And
she goes, a lot of people. So
I'm sorry.
That's fine. It was wonderful, and you gave me some great insights and some wonderful foundation.
Good.
And I built on that. Good. And I was encouraged.
Did you ever come to my house?
No, we met at SLS.
Oh, SLS, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
You remember that?
I remember.
I didn't look anything like this.
No, you did not.
I didn't.
No, you did
this
not.
is all a lot of her.
Yeah,
wow. I can't wait to hear what happened. Like,
well, let's do it before that happened. Before you met Ninon.
Okay. Yes. Well, I'm a very sexual person, and I don't hide that. I don't want to hide it. I think everybody is a sexual being, and the more we are embracing our sexuality, the sexier we are.
I didn't know we had to embrace it. I felt it came naturally.
It's harder if you embrace it.
So I'm on the wrong track here somewhere.
So I was talking with a friend, and a friend encouraged me to put myself out on YouTube. So I just, with my phone, started interviewing people, and it's taken off.
Really?
Last week, I got over 150,000 views.
Wow. 150,000 views talking about sex.
Imagine that. That's all. Well, I'm really new, and I just put myself out there. Yeah. So recently, I was picked up by Network TV, and Network Television, and you can go to Nevada Network. I'm sorry, I'm nervous.
She's going to get it right. We have time. This is learning time, so this is okay. Network Television, yes.
Network Television is the people who are sponsoring my show, Dawn of SeXX XXX. And I'm very excited about it. Double X.
All right, can we talk? Let's get into this double X stuff.
Yes.
What does that mean? I mean, we know. You don't know? Oh, yeah, because she's too young.
What does that mean? I don't know what that means.
Oh, yeah, sure. She lives in Vegas and know what double X means. I mean, come on. Katie!
You're making me blush a little bit.
She's getting blushed up there. Well, I know it. What is double X and what you do?
Well, triple X is porn, and that's easy. I mean, that's out there everywhere. And that's,
Triple X is out there everywhere.
Yeah, Triple X porn, that's what it's known as. That's if you Google.
I'm getting a little lost here, but that's okay.
Okay, so if you go in and Google double X or triple X into your phone, tons of porn will pop up.
Oh, I must remember not to do that.
No, don't do that. Do Dawn of SeXX XXX. And then you get education too.
So you get an education on how to have sex, or who to have sex with, or what is this?
All of the above.
All of the above.
All of the above.
Wait a second.
Fun, freaky, and fetishes. We're going to cover everything.
Okay.
Shut me up, right? For once I have been shut up. For once I don't have enough.
Well then, no, I decided to go with double X because triple X is so porn and everybody can do it, but it's hard to do too. It's hard to keep a partner and keep a relationship and keep it sexually active and happy and things going. And once sex is taken out of your relationship, you lose a lot. It's not.
No, I'm a little bit confused. Why would sex be such a dominant part of a marriage or a relationship? Why would it not have all the other things surrounding it? Because I've been obviously missing something out there because sex never dominated. I was married for 29 years. I'm not saying I didn't have sex. Of course we had sex. But at the same time, we had an awful lot of other stuff going on.
Well, of
Not always the bedroom.
And everybody does.
Oh, good.
But where you are connected and where you were connected with your husband, you became really connected in the bedroom. Mind, body, and spirit.
Cut that one out.
Well, no, mind, body, and spirit. You really connected when you're in the bedroom with someone. I believe that that's the closest you can get to God, to heaven, to your own vortex. That's why we yell at God, right?
So is it?
Stop!
I love it.
So this is just information. Is it information? Are you a
sex teacher?
A sex
A
teacher?
sex teacher?
A sex psychologist?
Consultant.
What would be your title?
I do not have a professional title
Oh, okay.
or license, so to speak.
Dawn double sex.
Dawn of SeXX, double X.
Okay.
And what is your criteria for knowing about sex? Having sex.
Having it. Okay.
And what you like. What I really want to get through in my show is we have a lot of crappy, stinking thinking about sex and ourselves and our
I will
self-worth.
definitely say that in America. America has this thing about sex in America, which is it's like a dirty word.
And
coming from Europe, we have it completely different there. It's a very romantic thing. It's a very beautiful thing. It's a very sexual thing.
Right.
Totally different in Europe. I'm not saying all the other countries, but definitely Europe, a totally different thing. England is a little bit edgy, but they're still much freer.
Right.
And more open with each other. I'm not saying with other people.
No,
with
with
each other. Because
other.
that's what sex is with two people. You know, mostly. I mean,
Yes,
we have the other things that go around there.
And that's the fetish part. That's
But
you
mostly
know.
two people, you have this beautiful connection that revolves around sex or what you want to do. And normally you're not inhibited about doing anything because you're so into each other.
Right.
And that's how we have it more in Europe. America has this sort of this cold sex, just sex, not romance.
No, just it does the. But I think the
Doesn't work.
sex messes up the romance too because
Well, you don't get
they're
the romance.
right.
But you're supposed to have the romance that
And then
evolves
that
into,
leads to
well,
the
leads into
sex.
the sex. And that's what. And
I'm learning
America
so
has
much.
a problem.
And
I'm like, what's happening?
Move to Europe.
yes. Oh my God, it's very freeing.
Very different.
Very
We're very
different.
free. We're
Very
very open.
romantic.
I grew up with very conservative
very.
parents. So yeah, what you're saying is like, oh yeah, we don't really talk about that.
Oh, we
Like,
talk about it. Oh,
Yeah,
Shut
yeah.
under the rug.
Romantically, not dirty.
No, not dirty at all.
So, do you have a tough time in what you do as of how to present it out there, or?
Oh, yes. A very tough time. I've lost friends. My family quit talking to me, most of them.
That's because
it's-
they're inhibited about sex.
Well, and the ones that quit talking to me aren't having sex. So
There's a reason. There's a reason for everything.
there's a reason. And it's, the Dawn of SeXX is here to enlighten you about sex and sexuality and the diversity and enlighten the community that it's not dirty.
It's not dirty.
It's not dirty. It's a natural thing.
Normal thing to go to bed with a man or a woman or whoever you choose. I'm not going to go into that too much, but whoever you choose to have this relationship, go ahead and do it. Don't feel inhibited. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing.
Yes, it is. And it's where we come from. It's creation. It's how we were created.
What would you like to give the audience out there something that would change a majority of just regular people having sex, and how that they could re-establish their sexual relationship with their partner? What would you like to say?
Wow, there's a lot to say on that one.
Just a couple of things. I don't know the whole book.
The first thing I would say with yourself, forget all the BS and everything that you've been told and that you believe. Step inside of yourself and love yourself a little more, because the more you love yourself, the easier it is for somebody else to love you. And So look in the mirror and see how
Break down all
beautiful
those-
you are.
Yeah, break down all those walls.
Right.
All those little things you put
All the
around.
BS that people told you to believe and that you weren't.
Be you.
Just
Be you.
embrace how fantastic
Be
you are.
100% you. Forget the BS and be
don't
you.
worry,
That's
and
perfect.
don't worry about the sex thing because that is
It'll
very
come.
natural. When it's very natural, it's normal.
It's
it
totally
didn't just
normal.
arrive, and it
And-
isn't dirty. It's fine. It's okay.
And men are going to look at women and don't be offended by it. They're gazing at beautiful things. I mean,
You
they're
brought something
looking at
up, and
beautiful
then we'll
things.
close out. But you brought up something that when a man looks at another woman, would you like him to look at another man?
Well, do you get upset with him for looking at a lamp or architecture that's beautiful? Why would you get upset
I
at
look
looking at a
guys.
beautiful
I
Mona
have a guy
Lisa?
right now, and I see other guys, and he sees other women. Hello. The
We-
world is full of them.
Right? And we enjoy looking at beauty.
Yes, we do.
I mean, and that's what it is.
So, name of your
And
show again?
Dawn of SeXX XXX, and I have some wonderful new things coming up. My channel on Network Television is channel 1069 because you're a 10 and 69 is always fine. And
69 was enough. Well,
and also visit my sponsor, treasureforpleasure.com. You can enter the code word Dawn of SeXX XXX 2016. Get 10% off and start enjoying yourself and your partner.
absolutely.
So can I do a couple more things? This is very
I'm
exciting.
trying to close out.
Ah,
Trying to close out. All right,
well,
well,
stay tuned to Dawn of SeXX XXX because I have new sponsors. We have a new wine club coming up where you're going to learn how to engage and date with people. It's going to be more than just drinking like at the other events in town. And I have been in negotiations to host a magazine with your first guest, a medical marijuana magazine hostess.
So all this is what goes around comes around. It's all coming together and everything else. On that, we're going to close the show. Obviously,
It's
we've
beautiful.
Been doing, this is fabulous.
Thank you.
Dawn is amazing, and Dawn is really in the right place in Vegas because Vegas has a whole big problem with sex and why and how and when you do it, when you don't, who you do it. Doesn't make any difference. Just go out there and enjoy yourself. We'll be right back.
Thank you.